Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, I'm super excited to show you guys how to make this seafood cornbread dressing. This recipe is incredibly delicious. Just imagine you eating cornbread dressing with a super flavorful crab cake. Let me show you guys how it's done. All right guys, we're going to jump right into it. The recipe, the ingredients, all of that will be listed down below for you guys. This recipe comes with a lot of ingredients. I'm not going to lie. To start, I am making my cornbread. So I'm using 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of fine cornmeal with some sugar, and also I'm adding salt and 3 teaspoons and a half of baking powder. Next, we're going to add oil or melted butter. Also, I'm adding 1 egg with some whole milk. Give that a quick mix, then we'll bake it. Before baking, don't forget to grease your baking dish. We're going to bake this on 350 for about 20 to 30 minutes. All right, now our cornbread is nice and ready. Now the best way to use this is by leaving it out overnight or for a couple hours on your counter. So this is the cornbread, nice and ready. It's so good, okay? So good. I can eat this right now, but it was a little dry. I'm not gonna lie because it's been sitting for a little bit. So now I am going to crumble the cornbread with my fingers, as you can see. Next, we're going to move on to our seafood. I'm using shrimp and salmon, and also I'm using some crab as well. So we'll get to that in a few. So I'm cutting the shrimp small pieces, bite-sized pieces, and also we're going to get started with the seasoning. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil on the shrimp as well as the salmon. Then we're going to add this seasoning right here. I will leave that below. I don't want to make any mistakes saying it. I believe this is Creole seasoning and lemon pepper, and as well as some paprika. You don't have to overly season your salmon because there will be plenty more seasoning, but you need a little something, okay? And I'm going to season the shrimp with that same seasoning as well. Now that we have the shrimp and the salmon nice and seasoned, we're going to set that aside. Moving on, I am going to add some olive oil to my skillet. Make sure it's nice and hot. Then you are going to cook your vegetables. I am using celery, bell peppers, and onions. However, you can use whatever other vegetables that you do like. Not a lot. I'm using about half of each, half red, half green, half yellow, and also half a onion as well. One thing I forgot to do is dice them smaller. Okay, if you are making this, make sure you cut it smaller. And once my onions and bell peppers are nice and soft and translucent, I'm going in by adding the minced garlic. We're going to cook the garlic until fragrance. Once everything is nice and soft, you're going to remove it, set it aside. Now to the same skillet, I am going to cook the salmon now. I am going to add a little bit more oil. Then I am going to gently place my salmon in there. You're going to cook your salmon for about 4 minutes per side or until golden brown, of course. Then flip it over, allow the other side to cook. Okay, the salmon looks absolutely gorgeous. We're going to flip it over and allow the other side to cook. Once done, you're going to remove it, set it aside. All right, now we're going to move on by mixing everything together. So I'm going to pour the cornbread into a large bowl. Next, I'm adding my sauteed veggies, and also I'll be adding in the shrimp. They're not cooked, by the way, they just look very red. And I am also going to be adding my salmon in there. Okay, it doesn't have to be fully cooked because we're going to bake it, obviously. Also, I'm adding some crab meat. And I am going to add some cream of celery, cream of chicken. Next, I'm going to crack 2 eggs in there, and also we're going to be adding our seasoning. Okay, there's a lot of seasoning in here, so you have to check the description box. I have chicken bouillon, ground black pepper, sage. I have creole seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder. I have all of that good stuff. The ingredients will be below. Now I'm going to use my hands to mix everything together. Grab your baking dish, add some butter to it, make sure you grease it, okay? And then you're going to pour the dressing in there. Now I saved some salmon, shrimp, and some crab just to put on top of the cornbread dressing. It just looks so good like that. So I am going to place them on top, and then we're going to bake this. Now I'm going to bake it on 350 for 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes uncovered, bake it. And also I ended up making the best gravy off camera. I wish I showed you guys how to make it, maybe next time, but I used the same skillet that I cooked the salmon in and made myself some gravy. It was bomb. It was so good. You're gonna see it. Okay, but this is the final result, you guys. Now I'm going to pour the gravy on top. And this is my homemade gravy. It was so good, you guys. This is truly a meal by itself, okay? All you need is some vegetables on the side. You don't need anything else. If you love cornbread, you love yourself some crab cake, this is the perfect combo, okay? Hope you try this out and let me know how you like it. Also leave a comment. How do you make your cornbread dressing? I would love to know. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like if this video was helpful, if it was enjoyable. Let me know. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.